Hi guys, hope everybody is doing really well today. Been to a massive warehouse full of new old stock and interesting engineering tools today. My good friend Jim from Hand Tools contacted me. He said there's a guy near you who has quite a lot of tools, so it might be worth you going down taking a look. So I did what Jim says and I bought some items, these items, plus a really interesting item, plus some very cool mega oversized wrenches and stuff. So these are the smalls. um, First we'll start off with the guess the price. I'm just going to do the guess the price on this one. This is a EA Berg Eskilstuna, Sweden, packaged needle nose pliers. Very nice, printed in Sweden. Obviously I collect EA Berg, so this is a lovely little tool. So this is the guess the price item. How much do you think I paid? Because I agreed to buy this before I went down, so this is the guess the price. Right, let's get into the other items. I think one of my favourite items is this. The Auger bits were included. Is this Auger Bit Holder clippings? Is it or something? And Auger bits, and it's like a cast iron holder. On the other side, it's got clippings and White House Limited, Cannock, England, and I love sort of, what do you call it? You know, display pieces for a shop. I think this is a really cool item. So this I got out of his cabinet. I like that one. Now we've got a nice hammer. This is a White House brand NOS new old stock with the sticker. That's the reason why I bought it. I thought the sticker was really interesting. Don't know what you guys think. We've got these fantastic screw holding screwdrivers here, and how they work is these are NOS made in the US of A, jiffy tight, and basically you lift up, you push that, and it puts pressure on the actual screw and holds the screw obviously in place. Then you can lock it down. I think that's a lovely mechanism. Milford something or other, Massachusetts, made in the USA. So I've got two of those. This one was in the box. Then we've got this one here, which is the same company again. This one's got a little bit of rust on it, but it's the same principle. And then we've got this one as well, same principle again. I reckon, and you see it's got a broad arrow because they were imported from the US to go in the War Department. Really nice design. 4 of those, with 2 of them with the original boxes, which I think is great. I reckon Magdad might like those. If he watches the video, he can comment. We've got some really high quality, very stiff steel wire brushes, so these will be good for the drill. I got a couple of those. Great for getting in wrenches and stuff and cleaning out the gunk, so they're always useful. The cheaper ones they sell today, they just bend easily and they're rubbish really. We've got this really cool wire gauge. I don't know if you can read the writing on that, freeze frame it, quite a lot. Really nice little wire gauge. It tells you the different wire gauges. It looks like it's all to be hand stamped. If you look at that 23, it's not quite straight. So really nice little wire gauge. Always pick those up if they're a little bit different. We've got this Kasama vintage NOS. He had a few of these. Ratcheting screwdriver, really nice. I just like the gold and I like the red, made in Japan. Nice little screwdriver. I thought it was funky, so I picked that up. We've got a Crescent Tools set of Jamestown, New York, set of little duckbill pliers. These have been pitted. So they've got pitted, and they are Crystalloy USA little duckbills, nothing special. We've got here a interesting chrome vanadium NOS screwdriver bolster. I think it is a bolster screwdriver. Kind of nice. Got a little nut drive there as well, which is nice. We've got whatever this is, some sort of wire gauge, wire pulling, threading. I don't know what it is. I forgot. It's got Buck and Hickman, so it must have been sold in the Buck and Hickman catalogue. Also rather cool. We've got these two little white handled 1/4 inch drive or so. That one's missing the detent little nut drivers. I just like the white handles on them, don't know why. We've got 4 of these Williams nut driver. You push the detent in and you can turn it, and then you can turn it and turn the handle, so basically, you know, it's easy access. And then it's got, you know, it's got a square in there. So these are Williams. I've got 4 of those, kind of funky. And then we got this really chunky screwdriver made by Tonga. He had a load of these, and you can put a nut driver on it, and obviously it's very heavy duty. It's a very heavy duty, and also a lot of the items he had a broad arrow. Obviously must be, you know, related to War Department. I think the chap actually cleared like maybe a, you know, a whole department out, because he had so much of each one. And then we've got a little center finder there. Looks to be homemade. I thought that was a bit of fun. So I love these screwdrivers. I think they're absolutely lovely. Really love this Auger Bit Holder. I'm going to give this a clean because it's filthy dirty, and I'm going to put that on my display. I think that's uber cool. Right, so let's move on to the other items, which are also very, very interesting indeed. For the bigger items, I bought 3 wrenches. We've got 1 pipe wrench, which looks to be a backhoe type. Quite an early backhoe type, but it just says number 4, and it's got 3 inch. Imagine 3 inches the capacity there, and it's a 2 foot 24 inch. Then we got these 2 Dymalloy Crystalloy wrenches just here, rather interesting, 18 inch. And then we've got this one here as well, 18 inch. These will probably go to Jim, because Jim collects Dymalloy. So they'll be to Jim. Right guys, so this is the star buy of all the items I picked up, which is an incredibly rare self-tapping vise. It's an 8-in-1 vise. I will insert an advert to show you. It's a super interesting ice. What you can tap, thread, you can put your dies in here. You've got obviously got a vise and a thing. It's just an absolutely magical thing. Now, the funny thing is, I actually bought one broken, missing the parts for 65 quid once. You can see there, Warsup Vice and Drill Tool Company Limited. But this chap, you can see it's got the original paint. This has got the blue and red. But this one has also got the same blue and red paint. Even in the picture, it hasn't got this oil reservoir thing here with the brass tap on it. Obviously this is for the tapping for the oil. It's just it's difficult to really film it, to show it. It's such an interesting tool with so many possibilities on it. It's really, really unusual, just a really unusual tool. So you have to tell me what you guys think about that. Really interesting. I don't know if any of you guys have ever seen one before, but they're just an unusual tool. But the problem is it does need to be, let me just put you down. There we go, I've put it on the side so you can have a look. So obviously this screws down to the actual base. You can see it screws just there down to the base, and then obviously it's got a threading tap where you can actually thread and tap. You've also got a vise attached here, which obviously works. You can lock down your bar stock, and then you've got a support here as well, and then you've got an oil reservoir which you can drip oil onto the thing. I mean, it's just an absolutely amazing tool, really. It's got the original hold down, I've unscrewed it, and the original thread all there undamaged. It's all intact. So I always wondered what it would look like with this one here, what it would actually look like. Let me move that across so you can see. So that's the one I previously bought, and then this is how it looked originally. What a cool item, don't you think? So yeah, tell me what you guys think in the comments. Have you seen one before? Kind of interesting. All right, thanks for watching. Take care. Don't forget your guess, and also don't forget to put how much you think I paid for the Berg pliers. All right, take care. Bye.